Alright, let's talk about fiber, because honestly, it's having a moment, and I'm here for it. But here's the thing. While everyone's obsessing over protein, fiber is the unsung hero we're all missing out on. Did you know 9 out of 10 Americans aren't hitting their daily fiber goals? That's wild, especially when you consider how much it does for us. Gut health, blood sugar control, cholesterol management, the list goes on. Personally, I think fiber is one of those nutrients that doesn't get enough credit. It's like the reliable friend who's always there but never gets the spotlight. Now, whole grain bread is a great starting point. I mean, who doesn't love a good slice of toast? But here's the kicker. One slice usually only gives you about 2 grams of fiber. That's barely a dent in your daily goal. So, if you're relying on bread alone, you're selling yourself short. What makes this really interesting is that there are so many other foods out there packing way more fiber per serving. It's like discovering a whole new world of options you never knew existed. Let's start with black beans. These little guys are fiber powerhouses, 9 grams in just half a cup. And what many people don't realize is that they're also a fantastic source of plant-based protein. I keep canned black beans in my pantry at all times because they're so versatile. Toss them in tacos, soups, salads, or even scrambled eggs. One thing that immediately stands out is their ability to provide both soluble and insoluble fiber, which means they're doing double duty for your digestive and heart health. If you take a step back and think about it, that's a pretty big deal for such a humble ingredient. Next up, avocados. I know, you're probably thinking, but they're all about healthy fats. True, but a whole avocado also gives you around 10 grams of fiber. What this really suggests is that avocados are way more than just a trendy toast topping. They're prebiotic powerhouses, which means they're feeding the good bacteria in your gut. From my perspective, this is where the magic happens. A detail I find fascinating is that studies show eating 1 avocado a day can improve gut microbiome diversity, especially if your diet wasn't great to begin with. Mash it, slice it, blend it. Avocados are the ultimate fiber multitasker. Now, let's talk artichokes. A whole steamed artichoke has about 7 grams of fiber, and even the canned hearts give you 4 grams per half cup. What makes this really interesting is the type of fiber they contain. Inulin, a prebiotic that's great for gut health. Personally, I think artichokes are underrated. They're a bit of a project to eat fresh, but that's part of the fun. Peel off the leaves, dip them in olive oil, and scrape off the tender part with your teeth. It's like a ritual. And the canned hearts? They're my go-to for adding fiber to salads, pasta, or dips without any fuss. Raspberries are another game changer. Half a cup gives you 4 grams of fiber, and they're packed with antioxidants too. What many people don't realize is that their deep red color isn't just pretty. It's a sign of all the good stuff inside, like anthocyanins, which are linked to heart health and reduced inflammation. I always keep frozen raspberries on hand. Stir them into oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or just eat them straight from the container. It's like nature's candy, but way better for you. Edamame is another favorite of mine. Half a cup of shelled edamame gives you 4 grams of fiber, plus it's a complete protein source. This raises a deeper question. Why are we using edamame more often? It's so versatile. Toss it in grain bowls, salads, or stir-fries, or snack on it with a sprinkle of salt. The fact that it's minimally processed and packed with isoflavones makes it a win-win for your heart and overall health. And finally, chia seeds. These tiny seeds pack a whopping 10 grams of fiber in just 2 tablespoons. What's really fascinating is their ability to absorb water and create a gel-like texture, which makes them perfect for thickening smoothies, puddings, or even baked goods. I love adding them to everything from salads to banana bread. It's like they're secretly working overtime to boost your fiber intake without you even noticing. Here's the thing. Increasing your fiber intake doesn't have to be complicated. Small swaps can make a huge difference. Explore new grains like farro or quinoa, lean on frozen and canned options for convenience, and focus on adding fiber-rich foods you actually enjoy. In my opinion, that's the key to making it a sustainable habit. Variety is just as important as quantity, especially when it comes to feeding your gut microbiome. Different fibers nourish different bacteria, so mixing it up is the way to go. So, the next time you reach for that slice of whole grain bread, remember, it's a good start, but there's a whole world of fiber out there waiting for you. Personally, I think it's time we give fiber the spotlight it deserves. What about you? Are you ready to up your fiber game? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your favorite high-fiber foods or tips.